Hi everybody. So this was my first time working with Scratch and really coding of any sort in general. So I was pretty lost at the beginning of the video. So I definitely made a pretty basic program. So where I went first was game design. I tried to figure out, okay, which one of these would be useful in my class. And then when I started looking at the different activities, I was like, I need to go easy because I didn't really have any idea what I was doing. So I went with gaming story, activity one, and it was very useful actually, and I found a lot of ways that I could use this in my class. So I went through all the different steps, and I just wanted to show you which one I used. So if you wanted to go back and see, you can. But what I ended up doing was I went through the whole tutorial about this, and I made a really simplified version, and then I tried to figure out how I could do it in my class. So for this game story, it's not really a game, it's more of just a story. I developed a conversation between two people showing the informal and formal ways of speaking in Spanish. So our prince here is an usted, or the you formal in Spanish, and then Abby is our to character, or you informal. It was really hard for me to figure out how to have the people talk back and forth to one another, and I figured out how to do that by pushing these broadcasts, and then when I receive messages type things, that's how you get them to go back and forth. There were a lot of confusing things that I came across as well. Like I would have sound playing and then it would just keep going. And so that's why I found the stop all sounds button, which was very, very useful. Even though this is a really short conversation with only like 3 or 4 questions asked, it took quite a while. The other thing is these people kept moving and I couldn't figure out how to get them back. So that was another thing that I figured out. Like you can have them start at specific spots and you can have them move or glide. I also wanted to take Abby and I wanted to change her so she was facing our prince, but I never figured out how to do that. So if someone knows how to do that, feel free to share it with me. So I do have it where it will start on the green flag if you click the green flag, and this is kind of what the conversation looks like, and obviously you can watch it later too. But here's just so you can kind of see the behind the scenes of it, what happens. So birds, he runs away from her. He's asking her what her name is. So they're responding. They're going to meet each other. So she's going to come over by him. Cue footsteps. And it's just some more conversations. And then they'll leave. And he will be on his merry way with more footsteps. So like I said, I know this is very, very basic, but for a beginner, this was a lot of work. I also tried to have them like moving side to side, but it didn't quite work out how I wanted it to, so I just happened to delete those. But I am excited to play with this more and hopefully get better at it as time goes on. But it is definitely very interesting, and I could definitely see my kids using this as well to benefit or to create conversations in Spanish class. So yeah, thanks for watching.